$0.3 million. The bonuses tonight were $75,000. Fight of the night, Cruz versus Faber. Submission of the night, Tito Ortiz.
Yeah.
And knockout of the night, Carlos Condit. Who's first?
First question is for Dominick. Over here to your left, or to your left.
Oh, okay.
You came out a lot, fighting kind of like you were the challenger. Did you feel that way a little bit going into this fight?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or feel at all that you had something to prove?
I felt like I needed to come out and win, and that's how I fought. I didn't feel like a challenger. I felt like I was fighting to win something brand new. That was about it.
No me cayó bien la
Question for
pregunta.
Tito. Tito, congratulations on the win. Obviously, it's been a long road for you. Were there any times when you find yourself doubting yourself and your ability to get back to this level?
Well, probably about 3.5 months ago, it was really hard for me to get into my gym and train, let alone just train. When negativity brings you down, you got to find something to uplift you and make you stronger to get past those downfalls in life. I went in for 5 years, a lot of personal stuff I've gone through at home. I have a great trainer, Jason Perillo, Mike Giovanni, Ricardo Brew have supported me. There was 4 guys I trained with, and 3 of those guys I just said the names that pushed me during camp, and each week got better and better and better and better. All the people who follow me on Twitter that say, Tito, you can do this, you can do this. I was doing it to prevail. I wasn't doing it to prove anybody wrong. I was doing it to prove everybody right, and that's what I did tonight.
Dana, first of all, I wonder if this is one of the better cards, in terms of all the knockouts and everything. Can you comment just on the card itself? The main event cap was really pretty incredible.
Yeah, no, I agree. We've been on a very good streak lately. We were on a bad streak of injuries and been on a good streak lately with great fights. I love the last couple cards, and this one was dynamite. Great, like you said, finishes, and the main event was an awesome fight.
Yeah, that was MMA at its finest, I think. Can you comment, first of all, on the 2 veteran guys, Vanderlei and Tito, guys that they fought each other, 11 years ago or 10 years ago?
Right.
And now they're here tonight. It looks like maybe one career might have ended and the other guy's still going on. Can you comment on what they've meant to the sport of MMA and kind of where you see them right now?
Yeah, I agree. Tonight was one of those nights for both of these guys. Tonight was a night to win. Everybody knew that Tito had to win tonight to stay in the UFC, and he did it. He came out, and not only did he win the fight, he won the fight impressively. Dropping the younger, stronger, and who many people felt had better hands, dropping Bader and then submitting him. And then as far as Vanderlei goes, I mean, I don't think there's anybody that I say this all the time. You can sit and break down fights and say, this fight should go like this fight should go like that. People knew that him and Lieben were going to come out and they were going to throw until somebody fell down, and it was Vanderlei tonight. And he's just, people love him so much because of the way he fights and his style and the type of person he is. But yeah, probably the end of the road for Vanderlei.
Tito, if I can ask you, did it make it any sweeter not only to get the victory and save your job, but to A, do what you said you were going to do, and then B, kind of with the submission? You dominated a guy that was fighting for the right to fight for the title earlier this year.
Well, you got to understand, I'm healthy now. There's no more excuses. I've really put my time to this camp. I've gone through 2 major surgeries that have been my downfall through the last 6 years. And I've been trying to do as much work as I possibly can to get the win. And I came up short 4 times, 5 times in a row. Split decisions, draws, decision. But I've stayed competitive against the top guys in the world. And I think Ryan kind of didn't respect me. For one camp, I've let my hands go. I got to thank Dana for giving me the opportunity to fight someone like Ryan. Joe Silva, same thing. And Lorenzo for giving us opportunity as a fighter to get in there and compete. I have the hunger to be at the top again. I did what Johnny Bones couldn't do, and that was finish Ryan Bader in the first round, and I did that. I'm healthy. I feel good. My mind's in a good place right now. Family's good. Everything's good around me. Now I just need to uplift myself and continue doing what I'm doing.
And then just for the main event, guys, starting with you, Dominick, did you feel like that you guys set a pace, that this is going to be kind of like what we're going to see the next generation of MMA fights? It was such a fast-paced fight, back and forth with great scrambles and everything. Do you think this is kind of what the next level is going to be?
I think that yes, it will be kind of the next level, but also, you know, I think me and Urijah kind of set the bar for everything for the 135ers especially. I mean, we had something to show everybody in the world today, that 135ers can headline a card, 145ers can headline a card, and it will be exciting. And you know, we can compete with, you know, heavyweights, 170 pounders, everybody. We all train hard, we all work hard. Just because we're little guys doesn't mean we can't scrap.
I didn't hear the question, sorry.
Tito down here to your right. Congratulations on the victory. You mentioned that it's been 5 years since you sat up there and talked after a win. How long has it felt? Has it felt every day? Have you felt every day of those 5 years? I mean, has it felt like a long, long time since you've had your hand raised?
You know, one fight I felt like I ripped off, but hey, that's behind me now. I don't care where it is. But it does eat at you. You know, you gotta have something to motivate you. You gotta have something to uplift your spirits and feel that win. You know, when you have confidence behind you, you're unstoppable. And you know, you look at Johnny Bones Jones, he's unstoppable because his confidence is through the roof. And you got to build those things. Of course, I haven't had easy fights to try to get those wins and get that confidence up, but I've been challenged. I've been challenged by Dana, I've been challenged by Lorenzo and Joe Silva to show the great fighter I truly am. And I think God gave me a gift. You know, I think there's an angel on my shoulder tonight. But I worked hard. You know, my training partners, my coaches, they pushed me hard. You know, when I was saying I couldn't go that 6th round, they were like, bullshit, you got it in you, push yourself. And physically, I'm able to do it now, thanks to Dr. William Smith out of here in Las Vegas, who did the surgeries on me. The surgeries I've gone through, athletes don't come back. They're done. Not me. I have too much drive. I have too much to live in this life, and I'm gonna live this life to the fullest. And tonight, it starts.
Can you just kind of talk about the fight, especially the series that led to the finish? You know, the right hand, and just talk what was going through your mind through that ordeal.
I had an out-of-body experience. I just kind of was watching myself do it. Everything was in slow-mo. It was kind of like in the Matrix. It was weird. It was really weird. For the first time, everything was super, super slow. He was punching. It was like block, block. I was like, oh, that was it. It was weird. He kicked and was like, oh, that was it. And Jason Perillo, my boxing coach, we've been working so much, and he's a small, he's like 140, but he's super fast. And I was getting used to his speed, so when I got in front of Bader, it was just like a big, slow guy in front of me, and it changed everything. Like I say, everything got slowed down, and I hit him with a shot, and I watched his knees buckle, and I was like, ooh, I got him hurt. Ground and pound, and Ricardo, my jiu-jitsu coach, we worked a lot in the guillotine prior, and he shot in the shot, and a lot of wrestlers make the mistake of leaving their neck out, hanging out long, and he did, and I sunk the guillotine. All I thought in my mind was get my elbow down to the mat. Put my elbow to the mat, and I just squeezed, and I felt him pull his head out, and instead of pulling out away from it, I just crunched into it, and he tapped, and I didn't want to let go because I wasn't sure what was going on, because like I say, I had a out-of-body experience. I didn't really know how to react. I was like, I'm not letting go until the referee rips me off. And like I say, I don't mean to hold on to the submission more than it was supposed to, but I wasn't letting go. I wanted to win. I'm like an animal out there. Did I look like an animal?
And Tito, you know how mixed martial arts is. As soon as you get the win, everybody wants to know what's next for you. Obviously, you want to enjoy this win, but when you look at what the next step is, I mean, how soon would you like to get back in there, and what are your immediate goals right now?
I'm healthy now. You know, I feel great. You know, once again, I'm going to leave my career in Dana's hands. You know, 14 years ago, or actually 13 years ago, when he came to my apartment and says, "Let me manage you. I'm going to take care of your career." I made some mistakes from now until then, and I had a lot of people in my ears who were saying some bad things, and I got lost. And I found myself. I kind of reinvented myself, and I went to Dana and I apologized for things I said prior, and it's behind me now, and hopefully I can build that bridge back again where they put me on the pedestal where I need to be. I'm a UFC fighter. I've been fighting here for the last 14 years, and I paved the way a lot of the road to this point. And thanks to Lorenzo Dana for giving this opportunity to compete. We've got some of the greatest fighters standing up here who had some of the greatest knockouts, and I think one of the biggest pay-per-views that they've had all year, and won't have all year. Whoever they give me, man, I don't care. I'd like to see, I don't know, Forrest Griffin and the winner between him and Shogun. I want to fight top guys. I want to fight guys with big names. I want to give the fans what they want to see, and that's been the biggest fights in the world. And tonight, I made a stepping stone. of Ryan Bader, and he said he was going to make a stepping stone to me, but he's stepping on this champ to make that champ. Hell no.